Where the heck are you? Why didn't you wake me up earlier? I'm sorry, Eleanor. I had an urgent call from work. There was a crisis at the hospital. You're always sorry. You're always busy. You're always making excuses. You know you made me late for class, don't you? What are you going to do if I fail this class? Don't lash out at me, Eleanor. You're the one who snoozed through your alarm. Don't you know how to set it properly? I tried to wake you up on time, like I always do. But you just ignored me. Don't pin this on me because you're lazy. What? Come on. You know you can't just wake me up once. You have to do it until I actually get up. It's your fault, Zoe. You suck at your job. Hey, I spent half an hour trying to get you up, starting at 6. I did everything I could until I had to leave for work, but you just wouldn't budge. I have a career. I can't waste my whole morning dragging you out of bed. Let me guess. You were up all night gaming again, weren't you? No, not last night. No games last night. Last night I was talking on the phone. I was talking to my boyfriend until pretty late. At any rate, you stayed up too late, just like you often do. So this is your own doing. Don't blame me for your oversleeping. You're in college now, so it's time for you to start standing up on your own 2 feet. Oh, here we go again with the lecture. Please, spare me. I really don't want to hear this first thing in the morning. I don't need my maid acting like my parent. Thank you very much. I'm not your maid. I'm your stepmother. When are you going to outgrow this constant need to rebel and contradict me? It's gotten pretty old. You're not my mom. Don't try to be. In my eyes, you're just a gold digger, a trophy wife, a fake. Eleanor, stop it. Stop being so rude. Stop being so mean. Why should I stop? You can't tell me what to do. You're not my mom. I'll never accept you as my mom. All you are is my dad's second wife. Nothing more than that. And I will never try to get along with you. Never. And don't think I don't know that you're secretly ridiculing me because I couldn't get into Dartmouth. You think I'm a joke because I cannot get into your alma mater? I can feel you judging me. But I'm warning you. Don't look down on me. You have no right. I don't look down on you. How many times have I told you that? It's not the results, but the process that's important. That's what I believe. Dartmouth or whatever. It just doesn't matter. And you've got friends and are having fun at school now too, right? So that's all that matters. Enjoy yourself and get your education. Easy for you to say. Wow. You really annoy me sometimes. Enough already. Please just leave me alone. Once I'm done with classes today, I'll be out drinking with friends. It'll probably be an all-nighter, so I won't be home for dinner. Wait a minute, Eleanor. We need to talk about that. You know you're still underage for drinking. You're only 20, and your birthday isn't until next month. It's not that far away, but until then, we won't allow any drinking in this house or outside of it. This again? Oh, give me a break, please. I'm not a kid anymore. So just back off and let me live my life. Yeah, Eleanor, you may not be a kid anymore, but you're still breaking the law if you drink underage. So we won't tolerate it. You're still living under our roof, eating our food and not paying rent. So while you're here, you'll follow our rules or face the consequences. And your father agrees with me on this. My dad is the one who pays for everything in this house, not you. I rely on him, so I'll follow his rules. That I don't rely on you for anything. And I won't take any orders from you, ever. I get you out of bed every day, Eleanor. Every day. I'd say you depend on me quite a bit, actually. Yeah, you definitely depend on me. Oh, whatever. This is pointless. Because I'm going out drinking tonight, and you can't stop me. I don't care about your rules, and I don't care about your nagging. I don't take orders or lectures from maids. Got it? Eleanor, listen to me. You're making a big mistake. Drinking is not the answer to your problems. It's only going to make them worse. You're putting yourself in danger, and you're hurting the people who care about you. Oh, please don't act like you care about me. You don't. You only care about yourself and your precious job. You don't care about me or my dad or our family. That's not true, Eleanor. I do care about you. I care about your dad. I care about our family. We're a family, Eleanor. Whether you like it or not. No, we're not a family. We're a joke. You're not my family. You're just an intruder. You came into our lives after my mom died and tried to take her place. But you can never replace her. Never. Eleanor, I'm not trying to replace your mom. I know how much you miss her. I miss her too. She was my friend, Eleanor. She was a wonderful person. And she would want you to be happy. She would want you to move on. Don't you dare talk about my mom. You have no right to talk about her. You don't know anything about her. You don't know anything about me. You don't know anything about us. Eleanor, please. I'm trying to understand you. I'm trying to help you. But you have to let me in. You have to open up to me. No, I don't. I don't have to do anything for you. You're nothing to me, Zoe. Nothing at all. So just leave me alone and let me live my life the way I want to. Joseph, sorry to bother you at work. I know how busy you are. Can you talk right now? It's important.
What is it, honey? Is everything okay?
It's about Eleanor. I just can't get through to her. She was late for class again. She blamed me for not waking her up. She was rude and mean and disrespectful to me. She called me a gold digger, a trophy wife, a fake. She said I was not her mom and never would be. She said I was trying to replace her mom and take over her life.
That's awful. I'm so sorry, Zoe.
But there is a thing more important than that. She's bound and determined to go out drinking with her friends. I told her our position on that once again, but she won't listen to me. Same old story. Can you talk to her about it? I think you should. For her sake and for ours.
That girl, always looking for a fight with you. She just has to go breaking rules, doesn't she? I recently had a serious talk with her about these issues, but it seems like none of it has really gotten through to her.
And I know it's a little late to ask you this, but I have to do it. Joseph, it's really difficult for me to have to deal with her about these issues. I hate to ask you, but can you please take care of this stuff from now on?
Sure. But may I ask why?
Her attitude towards me has worsened lately, and I fear I might lose my temper with her. She's been calling me her maid, and it's been tough to handle. I'm at my wit's end.
She actually said that to you?
Yes. You know, she and I have never gotten along great, but things are really bad now. Lately, our relationship has really gone downhill. It's really strange. I don't understand it. She has some kind of obsession with Dartmouth. You know she didn't get in there, right? Now she keeps talking about how I went there and she couldn't get in.
She couldn't get in there, and she's still taking it out on you, huh? That's no good.
I know she really tried hard to get in, and she was even willing to wait a year to get in if she had to. Her grades were excellent, and she had great recommendation letters from her teachers. She just didn't do well in the essays and the interview. She was nervous. I'm sure it happens to everyone. It seems like she still won't forgive herself for that. That's no good.
Yeah, but it's wrong for her to take that out on you. That's also no good. And calling you her maid? That's just not right. She needs to apologize for that. Does she even know how much you do for her and for us all the time?
I actually have a suggestion. You may not like it though. What if I leave for a while?
Huh? What do you mean by leave? Are you leaving me? You want a divorce? Have things been that bad between you and Eleanor?
No, it's nothing like that, don't worry. It's not about divorce. I'm talking about just going away for a little while. I recently got an offer to start a new position with my company in another city, and I'm seriously considering it.
What kind of position is it? A promotion? Where are they sending you?
They asked me if I'll go to Chicago for them. And it's a long-term assignment, probably about 2 years. 2 years is long, but it's a great opportunity, so I want to follow up on it and see where it leads. Plus, it could be a good way to put some distance between Eleanor and myself. The timing seems good. What do you think?
Yes, I do see your point. It might be a good time to try to cool things off a bit. If we just go on the way we have been, both of you are just going to get more and more stressed out by the situation. I'll be a bit lonely, but I'll manage. I may actually have new opportunities of my own too.
Yeah, I do think that actually putting distance between her and me will make a big difference. Much bigger than just talking about it. She's probably going to see this as me running away, but there's not much I can do about that. I do think that it's the best solution to the current situation, though.
I know you're not running away. Don't worry about that. It's a great opportunity for you. So go to Chicago and make us proud. Leave the house and Eleanor to me. I'll handle everything while you're gone.
Really? You'd do that for me?
Yes, of course. We're a team, remember? I've been concerned with Eleanor's behavior lately, too. I don't like what I'm hearing from you, and I don't like what I'm hearing from her either. I'm definitely going to talk to her about a few things, father to daughter. Hopefully by the time you come back, this house will be an easier one for you to live in.
That would be great. Thanks. I can't wait to hear how things go.
Oh, that reminds me. You deserve some time off from everything. If you're going to leave next month, why don't you take a little solo trip before that? Go to the beach, or maybe a resort for a few days. Wouldn't it be nice to get away? You can recharge your batteries and go to your new assignment refreshed and ready. How does that sound?
Well, that's a great idea. I would love to do that. But Eleanor's 21st birthday is right around that time, you know? We all have to help her celebrate it that night. Maybe until late, too.
I'm pretty sure she plans to be out drinking with friends that night. We can have our family celebration anytime. It doesn't have to be on her exact birthday. You should go ahead and take your trip. Don't worry about Eleanor and her birthday. I'll handle all that too.
Then I think I'll take your advice and have my little trip. Thanks, dear. See you soon. Love you. Hi, Eleanor. Wish you a happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day, Eleanor. Oh my god. You don't have to wish me a happy birthday when you don't want to. It makes me feel horrible. Eleanor, behave yourself. Please, don't be rude. I'm just trying to be nice. Are you going to continue teaching my life? Of course not. All I want is to wish you a happy birthday. Anyway, have you met up with all your friends and started drinking already? Yeah, it's great to see everyone. I'm having a great time. And as of today, I am legally allowed to drink. Finally! So that's exactly what I'll be doing in large quantities. Good for you. Have a great time. You're officially an adult now in every way, and you can do what you want. But it also means you have to take personal responsibility for yourself and your behavior. So just remember that, okay? With freedom comes responsibility. Yeah, I know all that. You always have to lecture me, don't you? But this does mean you're not going to treat me like a kid anymore, right? Yeah, that's probably true. We all have some adjusting to do, I guess. Okay then, in that case, I have something to say right now. Now that I finally can, please leave our house. And don't come back. What? What did you just say? That's right. I'm not a kid anymore, and I don't need you and your lectures. So, please just pack your things and get out of my house as soon as possible. You're not needed or welcome here anymore. Get out. What are you thinking? What's this all about all of a sudden? What's gotten into you? There's nothing sudden about it. I've been wanting you gone for a long time, and I decided a long time ago that if you were still here on my 21st birthday, I'd make sure to put an end to this. Finally. Huh? An end to what? Oh, you never really understood your place, did you? You're his second wife. You're not his first wife, and you're certainly not my mother. And you've annoyed me more than enough with your mom act. Maybe this will finally make you understand your place in this family. Now get out of here and don't come back. Wow. You think I'll just disappear because you tell me to? Hey, I'm an adult, and I say that's how it's going to be. So, you can consider this a serious demand made by an adult. It's not a prank or a practical joke made by a kid, so you'd be wise to take it seriously and not ridicule or dismiss it. Get it? Eleanor, how could you? Even for you, this is cruel and selfish. What do you think your father will say about all this? Today is the day I've been waiting for. It's the day I become a full-fledged adult and own my power. Your maid services are no longer needed here. You're dismissed. Fine. Have it your way. Goodbye. Take a hike. I don't want to see your face again ever. Then you can live on your own now. See how you do with that? Because your father and I are both leaving. What? You're just straight up lying now? No, not at all. It just so happens that your father and I have reservations to leave on a trip today. That's excellent timing. He and I can both just disappear, like you asked me to. A trip? What kind of trip? You never said anything to me about a trip. We're going to Chicago. I already have a place to stay there, so your dad can stay with me there. And then we can take our time finding a place where we can live together there. He's here with me right now, and he's nodding his head in agreement. I promise you, I'm not lying about this. What are you even talking about? I don't believe any of this for a second. And what do you mean when you say you're both going to disappear? You can't just do that. All I want is for you to disappear, not my dad.
No, we're both leaving. It's been decided. I can't put up with you anymore, and Zoe shouldn't have to either.
What? Wait, Dad, is that you?
Eleanor, this is the last straw. It's time I cut you off for good. You should consider yourself fatherless from now on. I am through with you.
What? What do you mean, though? I thought you and I are fine. Hang on, Dad. Where is all this suddenly coming from? I don't understand, and what do you mean you're cutting me off? And why are you leaving? What are you trying to do out of the blue like this?
That's what I should be asking you. What exactly do you think you're doing? Trying to tell Zoe she's not welcome in our house anymore? She's my wife. I know parents remarrying can be tough on kids, and we've always tried to do what's best for you, Eleanor. But Zoe is a wonderful wife, and she's worked hard at taking care of you too. And in spite of all that, you keep acting like a spoiled little brat towards her, no matter how old you get. You need to learn some manners and respect for your elders. To put it bluntly, I'm tired of your antics, and so is she, so we're leaving.
What? Why? I don't understand.
You heard me. Today is your 21st birthday, and you claim that you're now an adult, right? Fine. You can take care of yourself like an adult then. Your new life starts now. You now have no mom or dad. How does that feel? And you can live your life like a real adult now, just like you've been wanting to. Good luck.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't get it.
We're selling the house. You have 1 month to find another place to live. You'd better get a move on.
Oh, wait a minute, Dad. How can you do this? This can't be happening. Sell the house and leave? Where are you going to go?
I'll go with Zoe, of course. She's got a new assignment at work, and they're transferring her for a couple of years. She's already all set up and has a place to stay there. It'll work out quite well, actually.
And that's where you're going to live? Chicago?
Yeah! See, when Zoe goes, that was going to just leave you and me here. I requested permission to work from home and started thinking that I'd be able to be at home and that would help you to improve your attitude. Sadly, that hasn't happened. So anyway, I'll be working from home starting next month. And thanks to you, I've just decided that I'll sell the house and follow Zoe to Chicago. Since I can work from anywhere now, I'll have the freedom to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. And you've given me the reason I need to do it.
You can't do that. Please think this through, Dad. You're gonna abandon me. You have a loving daughter and choose her. Your loving daughter.
I don't see much loving coming from you, Eleanor. You haven't lived up to that moniker at all. All I see from you is thoughtless lashing out and hurtful insults towards my wife. It's been like this for years, and I don't see you ever changing.
What? I never knew you felt that way.
That's right. Don't think I haven't been paying attention. If you thought I wasn't paying attention or didn't care, you're wrong. Zoe has taken every insult and jab that you've thrown at her and hasn't given up. What's more, she's kept her mouth shut about it all and never complained to me or badmouthed you, and yet you refuse to show her any respect. You even treat her as and call her your maid. As her husband, I won't stand for that. I've stood on the sidelines long enough.
Oh, wait a minute, Dad. Please, let me explain.
After I dropped you off at your birthday party, I took Zoe to the airport and put her on her flight to Chicago. Now, I'm going to go home, get my own bags packed, and follow her. I've decided to take some days off work already, so I'll be getting on a plane too. It's time for a fresh start anyway.
No, don't go, Dad. This can't be true. I don't believe it. You're actually both leaving me. I don't deserve this.
Hey, You told Zoe to get lost, didn't you? You told her to disappear. You're getting what you asked for, aren't you? She's gone as of today.
But this isn't what I asked for at all, not at all. I only wanted Zoe gone. Not you too, Dad. I love you. And are you selling the house? I didn't ask for that at all.
But your words and actions invited all these things. Eleanor, do you see that yet? It's time for you to reflect, I think.
Wait, please, I'll change. Once you get on the plane, what am I supposed to do? How can I live? Who's gonna pick me up for my birthday party? You're supposed to pick me up, Dad. We just talked about it a few hours ago.
You'll have to figure something out on your own. Sorry, but I won't be there.
Huh? You know that's not possible. I don't have any cash on me for a taxi. And they never take credit cards. What am I supposed to do?
Figure it out on your own. Like you said, you're an adult now. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Oh, come on!
I'll send you the rest of your tuition money in one lump sum. After that, you're on your own. Be the big girl you are and do what needs to be done. Eleanor, I know you can.
Wait just a minute, Dad, please.
Goodbye and good luck. And congratulations on being a full-fledged legal adult now. I know you'll be a good one someday after you learn a few more lessons.
Why did you choose Zoe over me? You're my father. I'm your daughter. How could you love someone else after Mom? Do you know why I'm like this? I was angry at you for marrying Zoe. I was angry at Zoe for taking my mom's place. I was sad because I miss my mom. I missed her so much, Dad. You can't do this to me, Dad. Please. Please. Hey, are you guys really gonna sell this house? The movers were already here today getting started on stuff. It looks like they're taking everything except my stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's happening. My place in Chicago is pretty big. Your dad and I are thinking that we'll be able to live there together comfortably. Tell me where it is. I want to be with you too. Give me the address. No, I don't think so. How are you going to finish college there if you move all the way over here? I can take online classes. That's so easy to do nowadays. So please let me live with you too. No, sorry. Then where am I supposed to live? Don't you feel even a little bit sorry for me getting suddenly tossed out like this? Not in the least. And if you have the time to whine like this, you certainly have the time to find a new place to live. Hurry up and don't end up out on the street. How am I supposed to find a place? I have no idea how to look for a place. How? Get online and start looking, that's how. Online? Where do I look online? I don't know what websites to look at. Yeah, there are a ton of them for sure. You have to narrow them down. So first, go online and find properties, then narrow them down. But how do I narrow them down? You do that by price, location, amenities, etc. Depends on your personal needs and wants. But I have no idea what I need, and I don't know how much rent should be. I don't know anything at all about amenities or layouts or any of it. If you guys are really going to just leave me like this, the least you can do is stick with me until I have this stuff sorted out. Trust me, Eleanor. This is all going to be a great learning experience for you. Hang in there, kid. No, you're not just leaving me like this. I refuse to believe it. You've got to at least help me find a decent apartment. You have to. You're all grown up now, Eleanor. You said so yourself. You don't need your mate anymore, remember? I'm sure you can handle it all on your own. Good luck. Zoe, you gotta help me, please, Zoe, I'm begging you. I need some help or I'm gonna be out on the street. Homeless and hungry. The landlord of the apartment I want is telling me that I have to pay 2 months' rent up front, plus a cleaning deposit and a security deposit. That's way more than I expected. Then pay him, silly girl. Your dad already gave you your tuition money. Plus, enough for living expenses. So what's the problem? You should have plenty of cash. You should say thank you to him, by the way, for being so generous and kind. He didn't give me enough. See, I've been staying with friends here and there, and I've been paying them back by taking them out into town and buying groceries for them and stuff. And I've had trouble getting to class on time sometimes too, so I've had to take taxis so I wouldn't be late. I already don't have anything left. I'm broke. If I don't get help, I may need to dip into my tuition funds, and then I won't be able to pay for school. What? How did all this happen? How did you manage to waste all your money so fast? Listen, Zoe, I'm so sorry about everything before. Please forgive me. Please, please, please. Staying at my friend's place really opened my eyes. I get it now, Zoe. I see how hard you always worked at home. You cooked and cleaned and did the laundry and everything. You were amazing, Zoe. Amazing. I'll never treat you like my maid again, I promise. Please forgive me. I mean, as my dad's wife, you're kind of like my mom, right? So, please, as a mom, don't leave me like this. Don't abandon me. Your dad and I split up, Eleanor. Huh? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Yes, so I'm not your dad's wife anymore, and I'm not your mother anymore, or your maid, of course. That can't be true. That you and Dad got divorced? On paper, yes. But in reality, we're still together. What's the point of all that, then? It was your dad's idea. He didn't want you causing me any trouble. So he suggested that we get legally divorced. That way there is zero relationship between you and me, and I won't have to worry about getting wrapped up in any of your problems anymore. Wow. So, when and if you get married and finally have someone looking after you, your dad and I will get married again. That's outrageous. But honestly, I doubt anyone wants to marry you in your current state of affairs, Eleanor. You're irresponsible, immature, and selfish. You're a mess, Eleanor. A total mess. So, who knows when your dad and I will be able to remarry. You're right. I don't think there's anyone who'd want to marry me either. And that's why we have to go back to the way it was before. The three of us. We were happy then, right? We were a family. No, that is definitely not going to happen. We were never happy then. We were miserable. You made us miserable with your constant whining and complaining and disrespecting. So, take care, Eleanor. And remember, you can spend all your tuition money if you like, but that's your responsibility. Think hard about it, because you're the only one you can depend on now. And don't call me again, ever. Zoe, wait, don't hang up on me, please, Zoe, I need you. I need your help. I need your advice. I need your money. Zoe, respond to my message, please. After that, I heard from Eleanor's friend that Eleanor had squandered all her tuition money to pay the deposit and the first month's rent for that apartment, and she had somehow managed to move into the place without letting anyone know. She had no choice but to start waiting tables at a cheap diner, but she found it very difficult to juggle both that and studying. And soon she was neglecting her classes and showing up late for work or not showing up at all. It sounds like she's already blown a lot of her tuition money on alcohol and parties, so her college degree may be in grave danger. When Joseph heard about all this from his friend, he simply said that it's Eleanor's own problem and he wouldn't be giving her any more help or money. Once my assignment in Chicago is finished, we'll be coming back here. But we intend to be quiet about it when we do. Will you have the pleasure of meeting Eleanor, who's graduated from college with flying colors and has secured a good job in her field? I highly doubt it. I have $100 that says we won't. But still, that's a bet I'd be more than happy to lose.